in this video, I'm going to be going over my 3 ways that I use Igora Royale as a toner. When I use it, and why I use it, and how I use it. Here are my 3 Igora Royale toning secret formulas and why I use them. So back in the day, when I was starting out, we didn't really use a lot of demi-permanent colors, and in fact, a lot of coloring lines, you know, apart from Shades EQ, Redken, didn't really have demi-permanents. I started working on the floor in the 90s, in the early 90s, and we just soap capped everybody. And a soap cap is when you dilute the color in the bowl, mix it with water, put it on, you know, wet the ends, massage it through and leave it on for a few minutes. And it would shift the hair back a little bit and it would bring the color back in. But what you were constantly doing was putting ammonia on the hair. So in this video, I'm going to go over when I use Igora and why I use it, and some things that you need to be aware of when you are using Igora as a toner. So there are pitfalls here that you need to know about so that when you're using it with understanding. So I love using Igora toners on people that I know that are kind of dark but want to be really bright and blonde. And it takes me a lot to get them to that clean level 10. So I'm going to use Igora on them most of the time. But there are some things that you need to know moving forward. So my secret number 1 is I use Igora Royale as a toner when I am doing my double processes, especially if they are dark like me naturally. And when I mix them, I do like to use the TVH tone softener, 1 part of that, 1 part 6 volume or 7 volume from Blonde Me, and then 1 part 9.5-1. Now the 9.5- series is less ammonia than their general hair color line, so they are designed to be toners, but they will shift the base. And if you mix that 1-to-1 with 10 volume, it's the perfect formula for base bumps. So I will use Igora Royale's 9.5- series. It does have less ammonia than the rest of the line, and I do tend to shear it out when I use it on my people because I don't want it to overgrab. Number 2, I will use the other colors, especially if I'm working with somebody that's got a lot of warmth. So I'll use the 9-1, the 8-11, or even the 7-1 if I'm coming across somebody that has a lot of warmth. We're talking people that are a natural level 3 that want to be a natural level 9. I will use the 8-11 to calm that down. And a lot of times I'm working with somebody pigment. I will mix it, like I said, 1-to-1-to-1, and I really love the results. But keep in mind, 8-1 and 7-1. But keep in mind, when you are using these colors, if they have like their natural hair color in between, it's going to shift the base. Sometimes that's not a bad thing. And a lot of times when I've used it, I haven't had a whole lot of a problem with that. But it's just something to know going in. So that is my formula number 2 when I'm using like Igora on the root. I'm using it on somebody that has a lot of warmth and I need to control it. So that is my secret number 2. Secret number 3. When I am using Igora 9.5-1, 9.5-4, and 9.5-22, that is a beautiful formula for whites. I love that shade. It really is a beautiful to get me that white coverage. Now, I don't use these all the time. And these colors, boxes right here, these are a different color because they are they're considered high lift blondes, which means they have more ammonia in them. Now, Igora, like Schwarzkopf is not going to recommend that you use these as toners on your blondes. But if you've got somebody that has a little bit of unwanted yellow and you want them to be a very gorgeous light blonde and they still have a little bit of yellow, not a lot of bit of yellow, but a little bit of yellow to lift through, you can use the 9 or the 10-21, but mix this 1 part this, 2 parts tone softener, and 1 part developer. Or if you don't want to use the tone softener at all, 3 parts developer and 1 part the high lift. It is higher in ammonia. It will beat the hair up more, but it gives the most gorgeous white blonde. But you have to have the right palette in order to lift it to that. So I also like the 10-1 and the 10-1-9 from TBH. Sometimes I've actually mixed these two together to create a very beautiful white blonde hair that looks sort of like what I would like to call a towhead blonde. So these two are very nice colors to give you that, but I wouldn't use this all the time. So this is going to give you beautiful, like light white blonde hair if the lift is the right shade. And again, if you know, when you are using these shades, you need to have that color card that I talk about from Ashley Norman. And if you want to know more about toning, then I suggest you watching my 10 top secrets, my 10 top tips for toning and application. And if you are interested in all of my toning secrets, then you want to look over my play series, Toning Secrets. So I hope that you found this video to be helpful, and I thank you for sticking around with me, and I hope you liked this video.